Hey everyone, it's your Sunday message. As you can see, I'm at work again, and what better place when I have the time to dig into the Bible, right? Um, so I'm going to talk about like different things that seem to block our way, and so I started jotting down some words that we often hear that do that, is and things that burden us, and the struggles we may go through, the trials we may go through, and a lot of times they all tend to really drag us down. They really weight us down, and they make us weak. And um, sometimes, unfortunately, people don't know the Lord, and or they don't trust Him, and they give up. And it's so unfortunate because um, you know God is so good, and He is good all the time. We may say that in church, and you may say it to yourself, and then there's others that don't know that, and there's others that just don't believe that. Maybe they've never even given God a chance to work in their life. And I guess, speaking from many experiences, I've had plenty of things that block my path, plenty of things that I think that are disrupting God's plan, and not realizing that it is God's plan. And I think about the word trial. All you have to do is switch the A and the I, and then it ends up a trail. And I think about how much I love enjoying walking on my trails and stuff like that. And what we have to realize is that trials are part of our trail. They are part of our path and God's plan. And with that said, I was going and I was working on my trails at home, and I hadn't been down this one section very far since probably early summer, maybe late spring even. And since then, we'd had some storms and stuff, and I knew a big tree had come down, and it's blocking the path. And so I wanted to get rid of it the other day and cut it out of the road the other day, and I just ran out of time. So it's kind of a burden, right? It's kind of on me. So I know it's something that needs to be done. And I know as I go through and start cutting this huge oak tree up, it's going to wear me down. But I'm not going to give up, because I know it's something that's been put in my way. It has been put in my way in order to keep me from going any further. And that's what the devil does. He puts junk in our way to try to distract us, or disrupt our lives in a way that we feel like giving up. But when we know who God is and what God is capable of, then we understand that His power is within us, and that He will give me time to rest when I need it. He will give me that shelter that I need when I need it. And yet, what does He expect from me? He expects me to grow. And how am I ever going to grow if I give up at every trial? If I don't push through, then how does He know that I'm really getting what He has intended me to get? You know what I mean? He knows that I'm weak, right? He knows that I need Him. He needs me to know that. You know what I mean? He already knows those answers. And so what He expects is spiritual growth. And so when I go to take this tree out of the trail, I'm going to not only be maybe burdened for a moment, and it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, but I'm going to take that wood, and then I've already planned on having a bonfire for the kids and things like that. So I'm going to repurpose that burden into something much greater, much more joyous, and not let it get me down, not let it take me down. And so I think that's what we need to look at when we do face things like that. What ways can we use it for our good? If we're supposed to find joy in all such circumstances, then that means we're supposed to find joy in all circumstances, that we shouldn't feel defeated at every time something blocks our way. We shouldn't feel defeated every time something comes down hard on our shoulders. Like we may be burdened or trying to fight through a struggle, but that's what we have to do. We have to fight through it, not just always be ready to turn and walk away, go around sometimes, or just give up. We have to fight through it. And so what does that do? And how do you know that you're growing spiritually? You'll know when you're growing spiritually, because once you completed that task, you're going to be ready to share it with others. And then you're going to be ready to encourage others. And you're going to be ready to send plenty of positivity and kindness to others, and show them love and caring, and be caring. in a way that helps them push through their burden, the thing that's blocking their path, because we don't want them to turn and give up either. If they're going to turn anywhere, make sure they're turning to God. Make sure they know that they need his power, they need his love, they need his assurance, and that he's got them, and he will provide that rest and that shelter. And what he is expecting is them to develop patience and endurance and strength, and know that they can lean on him at any moment, not every once in a while. And so I go back to Romans 8:28, and God has everything planned out to work together for the good of those who are called for his purpose. And if you are doing everything that's aligned with his purpose, then everything will be fine. Now, do I think that necessarily did God drop that tree for me to cut it down for that exact purpose? I don't know. I would think he dropped it down across that road for one reason or another. And whatever that reason is, it's going to be a challenge for me. And whatever that reason is, he knows that I can find the good in the situation. And by that, he knows that he is developing me spiritually, and that I'm developing my faith stronger, that I'm not going to just be bummed out and say, the heck with it, I'm never cutting that tree down. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do it. And so I just ask that if you're fighting a battle and I don't know about it, you're welcome to talk to me about it. If you're fighting a battle, maybe your family doesn't know that you're fighting this battle, then talk to them about it. Find somebody that you can trust and that is going to be positive and encouraging and loving with you. Don't find somebody that's going to be the Debbie Downer, or the person that, oh, woe is me, because as soon as you say you have a problem, they've got a problem bigger. Find somebody that's going to help pick you up and move you forward, and know that God has everything worked out, and that take your trial that you're facing now, and like I said, switch those letters and make it a trail. It's the path that leads to God. It's the plan that he lays out. All you have to do is follow it, and don't let silly little things get in your way. Don't let little things today ruin your life tomorrow. So anyway, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to y'all soon.